Hello and welcome to this instalment of Talkin Trim. I'm Jonathan Skinner and today we're looking at the soft top convertible hood and the tonneau cover for the Triumph TR4 models. So for complete clarity, this is for the first incarnation of the TR4s, not to be confused with the later version TR4As, also referred to as TR4 IRS models. So this is the first version of the TR4. As it happens, the tonneau cover is actually completely interchangeable with the TR4A. They're exactly the same, but the soft top hood here is different. It's worth noting at this stage as well that this hood is 90% original, but we have actually, at the request of the customer, sewn in a zippable rear window as per the TR6 models. So bear in mind, we do have the patterns for that element of things. There is a surcharge for that, but it is something we can do. So the overall look is pretty much the same, but this center panel here is slightly different to make that adaptation there. So do bear that in mind. We obviously do have the original patterns as well, but like I say, we can offer that zip rear window if needed. Just to cross-reference in a book, we're talking about the soft top hood. So we call it a hood over in the UK, but our American cousins tend to refer it as a top or a soft top. And that's what the TR4s had. The tonneau cover, unfortunately there isn't an image in that book of that, but the tonneau cover is fairly self-explanatory. It's the cover that goes over the top of the main cabin area when the hood is down, and it covers all of the cabin area. It has a zip down the middle, which allows the driver to be driving along in it while the rest of the cabin is covered over. Obviously this is a left-hand drive as indicated by this steering wheel pocket on the left side here. We obviously have the patterns for right-hand drive as well. This particular kit has been done in Camel Mohair. Mohair being a canvas material, the sort of creme de la creme of hooding. We can also offer in the PVC Everflex material, which tended to be the original material that Triumph used way back when. Some cars would have left with a canvas mohair versions for probably special orders, but the majority would have been PVC hooding. So this is beige. We can offer a few colours in the mohair and the PVC hooding, so do check out our materials and colours library for that element of things. Starting with the tonneau cover, like I say, it's left-hand drive. It's going over to a customer over in America, so you've got the steering wheel pocket on the left side there. Barring that, it's pretty much standardised. Got the zipper down the middle. It's edged all the way around using matching binding. It has the reinforcement elements sewn all the way around, which is obviously where the fixings go. It's worth noting as well that we include the female fixings, so i.e. the fixings that are used to go through the material onto the male fixings that are already on your car. We do not pre-install them. That is a fool's game to pre-install. It is an organic process during the fitment process that you have to install these items, so just bear that in mind. Do not, whatever you do, put your old cover over your new cover and mark on the fixings and put all the holes in. That is not how it works. It's, like I say, an organic process that you have to make sure that everything is tight like a drum, which may require a decent amount of tension and pulling in between each fixing. So more than happy to help anyone that needs assistance with that, but do not rush that process. It's a very one-way street with hooding items such as tonneaus, frame covers and hoods themselves. The tonneau cover also includes this strap here, which is fixed onto the underside where the zipper is here, and then that attaches to, I believe it's the passenger side inner part of the seat side element things. And it means that when the driver's driving along but the rest of the tonneau is covered up, it's something to just roughly secure it in place so it doesn't flap around. So just bear that in mind, that that can be pre-attached during the installation process. Moving on to the soft top hood, like I say, apart from the fact that the center window section is different on this one to accommodate for the zip, the rest of it is as per original specifications. So pre-sewn, obviously has the left to right seams for the hood bow sections. It has the gutter sections over the window area, 3 windows at the back. Obviously this one has a zip, which isn't original for the 4s. It has these gutter sections here, which allows the rainwater to run off front and back effectively. And then it's worth noting as well, these side gutter sections here, worth going around the window and the B-post area, they have the elasticated element there that goes onto the top of the A-post pillar. And then the kind of main feature I'd say about the TR4 hoods that was kind of unique to the TR4 and not the later models was the setup at the front here. So you have 3 metal bars. There's one sort of there, another one the other side, if I just zoom in there, and then you have one that covers the spans the distance in between them there, and they clip underneath the header rail, and that was basically how it's secured on at the front there. Not the greatest system in the world, but that was what they came up with way back when, and that's what we obviously change ours to. Make ours to original spec. However, it's worth noting, and we have done videos showcasing this, we can offer an updated soft top kit if you choose to update your windscreen header rail to the TR6 versions. Then we can adapt the TR4 hood to suit that. It's something that we fairly commonly do actually, so don't worry about that. Just ask for that and explicitly mention that during the inquiry and ordering process with us. Same goes for the zip out window at the back. It's an extra, there is a charge associated with it, so just mention it at that stage there. Only other thing to kind of mention with the hood is it obviously has this flap on the underside there which wraps around the hood bow that goes from left to right and secures in place with the poppers there. And then same concept as the tonneau cover, we include the female fixings, loose, not pre-installed, and again, very important that the correct fitment process and fitting process is done to make sure that the hood fits your car the best way it can. This sort of area here around the top of the window and the B-post area is crucial. Basically, the amount of tension that you apply in between the fixings going around this section here is kind of crucial to make sure that that area fits there. We've seen some absolute horror stories before where, should we say, less experienced fitters or trimmers aren't quite in tune with how 1960s British engineering went. And so, like I say, if you're ever unsure, just do ask and we can give you a guide of how to best get those results there. But yeah, I think that mostly covers our bases there. Please do check out our other videos, as obviously they will showcase similar related parts and obviously potentially a version without the zip rear window in there and different materials and colours. Of course, check out our website, send us an inquiry if you're at the start of your restoration process. And if you've got any questions, do let me know. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to like, subscribe and share with other classic car enthusiasts, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.